Remember when they hated, didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't fall through. Now you hate yourself, you can't look at me, look at me. Yeah. You made me.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Comet A channel. Welcome back. My name's Ollie. Alright, today I finally got the motivation and time now that the weather's cleared up now. Freaking to start putting this thing back together, man. Because I already started cleaning out the trunk. I already put this box right here of the stuff that I'm throw away, so I put away. Fuck, it looks like a whole mess back here, man. So today I'm be installing that 340 pump, the Aeromotive 340 pump in here. Let's try to get in it. I'm trying to get this cart ready for in April 16th for Fabulous Ford. So if you guys are there, you guys catch me there. I'm handing out free stickers, so if you guys catch me, or I'll have some on the windshield right here. I'm gonna be taking this car. I'm gonna be going with the homie James and see who else wants the convoy over there. And I'm also taking the Mach. I entered that car for the show as well. So my dad's gonna be piloting his Mach 1. I'm gonna be piloting my foxbody. We're gonna have a little family trip over there, so it should be pretty cool. So I want to try to get this car kind of show ready, kind of looking pristine, a little bit more better than what it is right now, because as you can see, it's a clear mess right here. I got blankets in here, freaking I need to put my boot cover back on. I have like random stuff, I have Hot Wheels in here. It's a bunch of stuff, man. I really want to get this car back up and running. You can see my dash is all apart too. So yeah, that's another thing. I need to get this car back up and running in operating order as well. But yeah, if you guys want to keep up on a day-to-day basis with me, so you can get quick updates of what I'm doing to my car, you can follow me right here at Comet A, same name as my YouTube channel, so you can find me on Instagram, so it can make it easier. But alrighty guys, so I'll get with you guys in a minute, and then this is what we're gonna be installing today. You guys already know what it is, the Aeromotive 340 pump. Here it is. This is the big jammy right here. This is probably the biggest fuel pump you can run in the fox body on the hanger, without doing jank stuff like using like zip ties or hose clamps. Without doing that jank stuff, that's like the biggest thing you can fit. I've seen people do big 450 pumps in them, but that's when they have to do the jank route with doing zip ties and hose clamps. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. I'm just gonna wait for my brother to come so we can move this car together, because it doesn't have an e-brake, so it's gonna be kind of hard. I have to roll the car back and then remove the brakes. You know how it is. So I'm waiting for my brother so he can help me move the car, and I'm gonna be pushing this one in front of the driveway right here. Start rolling ham on the car. I've been missing this car, and I might switch out the wheels right now. The rears for right now, so I can clean them really good and polish them, wax them, and ceramic coat them, so I can get them pristine for the show, and then do the same thing for the fronts and just swap them. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Alrighty guys, I forgot to film us moving the car, but it was a big hassle trying to move this thing up and down since my car don't run right now. So yeah, I moved it out from over here. This is how you know this car's been sitting for all long. The grass is dead, it's all mud and dirt. It was a main mission to push this out. But it's time to get this thing back on the road. So my plan is for this car, see if I can, might be a two-part video, I'm not sure, change out the whole front fascia, how the car looks, to replace the headlights and put 3 pieces back on, upgrade to LEDs, put the new fog lights I have installed with the RGB rings on them. So since I'm going to a car show, so might as well have like a car show-esque look, right? And then like I said, I'm gonna take off the rear wheels, I'm gonna jack it up, I'm gonna drop the tank, so I'm gonna take off the wheels, put my other wheels I have on, just some temporary, so I can clean those up, and then swap them, so I can get this car show ready. So let's get down to it, man. I've been wanting to get back in this car for a while, been missing it. So let's get it. Alright guys, I already moved the car over here. So now, what we're gonna do is jack up the car, jack it up from the rear end. It's up to you, however you guys preferring the front end. For me, I'm just gonna jack it up from the rear end up here. Let's see if I can show you guys in here. Just give me a quick sec. Alright, there we go. We're jacked it up from right there from the rear end, if you guys can see that. jack it up from up there, and then it's up to you. I'm gonna put the jack stands right there on the rear axle, and then there's two straps holding the fuel tank on. I believe it's a 15, or might be in standard, the sizes. Most likely it's a standard, but just only two straps holding it on, and there's a harness, and just open the fuel tank, and that's it, bud. All right, I'm gonna start jacking up the car, and I'll catch you guys right now. Alright guys, I already jacked up the car, and this is how I'm gonna go about it. So I jacked it up from right here, from the rear end, from the diff. Jack it up as high as you can, however space you need. I have my jacks maxed out right now. Just make sure you always shake the car first, so the jacks don't freaking come out of place, and always check if all the jacks are all four quarters are all touching the floor too before you come under here. Damn, it's absolutely mess under here. Alrighty guys, the video cut out because my battery was low, but I was saying that it's all dirty under here. So I'm gonna try to, since I'm dropping the tank, I might as well take the liberty of scuffing this up and just painting it black so it can look prettier under here. And just clean up the whole rear end. I cleaned it up before it was way dirtier than this, but I'm just gonna clean it up from here. So yeah, I just jacked it up from the rear end, put the jack stands on the actual axle, just have it holding the car up, supporting its weight, and makes it easier so the wheels aren't drooping down and you'll hit your head on them. And then here are the straps that you need to take that are holding on the fuel tank. Here's the bolt right here. There's two of them on either side, and here are the fuel lines, and here's your fuel filter. So just be careful when you're lowering the tank. And also guys, try to run your car empty or drain the tank. I drained the tank through siphoning it. So just try to remember to keep you don't want this heavy tank to fall on you or freaking while you're bringing it down. Right now I think the tank has like 2 gallons in it right now. So let's try to think smart about what we're doing, guys. And also when you're taking out the when you guys are taking out the fuel tank, here's the jack stand, here's the jack right here that you can put under the car, put like a piece of wood or something, so it's not sitting on the hard metal, so you can lower the tank slowly. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna start getting everything out, and I'll let you know what size the bolts are and show you guys in the next step of what to do. Alrighty guys, so I got my impact wrench. You don't have to use like the big dog, but I just want my life to be easier, so I'm just using the big dog on probably start in the lowest setting. If not, just go one by one. You don't want to go too much torque taking that thing off. So the exact size you'll need is a 13 mil. I tried a 9/16, it fits, but you might strip the bolt. So yeah, just try to be safe and get the exact one that fits perfectly flush. So I'm gonna set you guys down right here. Hopefully you guys can see me. Excuse me for the loud noise, but it's 13, fits perfectly flush. There you go. Alright, now the other one. Sorry about that. I'll leave you guys over here. Now for the other one. Be prepared to catch the tank, guys, so yeah, dirty. Alright. Alright, now the tank is slowly coming down. So this is the point where I'll probably get a jack. Try to line it up and try to put it in the center of the fuel tank. Yeah, I probably have like 2 gallons or a little bit more in here, so it might be a little heavier, but you just want to put up just enough. There's barely enough pressure on there. And now try to put it on the flat spot too. There's a little flat spot you can use right here. I'll recommend putting like a piece of foam or something there, so you don't damage the tank. So, and also too, this is a plastic cover right here, so be careful. You don't want that to crack. So let's start taking this off little by little. Okay. Here's one. Oh, be careful. Everything's falling down. That's up. Now the only thing holding the fuel tank in is just the jack now. So I'm gonna try to see if I can set you guys down real quick. So let me just take this off. Since I don't have my tripod, See if I can finagle you guys just right here. Alright. Now let's slowly drop the tank. Make sure you guys go slow. I'm just gonna be in here just in case. Alright. Do it slowly, guys. Take your guys' time. Make sure you guys don't drop the tank. Looks like it's stuck on this side. On the passenger side. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. It's not stuck. I forgot about the filler neck. Yeah, let's continue taking this down. Alright. It's completely down. Oop. Sorry about that. That tennis ball came out. Yeah, that's what my dad, when he used to own this car, ghetto rig to hold in this. Oh, that would explain why that never worked. Alright, let me grab you guys real quick and show you what's going on over here. So this is the filler neck that's right here on the gas crank. So you just have to slightly push this out. Just be careful not to drop it on you guys. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Forgot there's a bolt right here. Where is this at? Wait, is there a bolt here still? I never dropped the tank on this car, so I'm not sure if they ever properly installed everything proper back in here. So. Oh, sorry about that. I don't want to break my GoPro. Need that tripod. Okay. Damn. What the hell? Oh no, there it goes. Oh, there it is. It's coming out now. Just enable it out and be prepared to catch it. Guess what? Now would be the good time to take off the jack. Get the hangers out of the way as much as you can. Oh, there it is. There she is. Be careful not to put too much stress on the harness right here for the fuel pump. Oh, it looks like someone's repaired this. Huh. Alrighty. So this is how you take off the fuel pump hanger. No, not the hanger, the power. You just pull up on this tab and pull it out. Pretty simple. And this is your fuel setting unit. It looks like whoever worked on this car last, they never plugged it in. That would explain why my freaking fuel gauge doesn't work. And here are some little disconnects that you need real quick. You just need to pull this out with a screwdriver. And then for this one, oh, it looks like there's usually on this side you would use the special quick disconnect tool to take it off, but it looks like they just hose clamped it, so that makes my life easier. Because if you guys know about taking off those quick disconnects right here, it's a pain in the butt. But yeah, here she is. It looks like the fuel pump is still alright, but I'm not sure. Something might have gone wrong in there, but we'll check it out real quick. So let's start taking off the fuel lines. Yeah, got the flathead right here. Doesn't have to be a long one either, or I just want the extra leverage. So you see if I can set you guys right here. So you see this clip right here, this one. Usually what I'll do, I'll just try to get the screwdriver in there. Helps to have a very thin one, so you can just slide it into the little groove that you'll see in here. Put it in there, try to pinch the bottom of it and just pull it out slowly. Try not to break it because these things are pretty fragile. Trying to be as gentle as I can. I don't want to break this. Oh, I thought I broke it for a second. I'm trying attacking it from the other side. It looks like I can't. Alright, whatever. It's alright. There she is. There. No, she should come out now. Just pull it out the rest of the way. Oh. Careful, there's a little bit of fuel in here. So, put you guys down right there. See if I can drain the. Oh. Ah, god damn it. Alright. And also, I should have said this in the beginning of the video. Make sure to go to the Schrader valve and push in that little pin so you can relieve the pressure. Alrighty, so let me try to find something to pick this up. Yeah. Alright, now let me pull off this one. Go up. Make sure not to drop any more fuel than I have to. So let me take off the hose clamp real quick so I don't drop that in there. Oh, god damn it, now all the fuel comes out. Alright, there. I'm gonna jam the fuel lines in there. Alright, and then after you've done disconnecting the fuel lines, the sanding and the return, just unplug this vacuum line right here. You can either pull up on this or try to pull on the actual vacuum line itself. But I find it easier just to pull this out. God damn it. Get some leverage. Oh, that looks like a new one, TBH. Alright, now the trick is here, so you don't risk damaging your hangers. Try to push the brake as far forward as much as you can. Slightly just bend the hangers up. Put them up on top of the fuel tank. Same thing here, slightly bend it, then put them up, so you don't have to worry about it. And then, if you guys still have it on the jack, I would recommend with two people try to lift it and pull it out. But since I'm gonna clean this up and paint it, I'm just gonna drag it for right now. So make sure the fuel hanger doesn't get stuck on anything, and just start putting this back. The hanger got stuck right here. It's got stuck right there now. Lift up a little bit. There. Alright. You know what I recommend, so you don't make a mess in here, I'm probably gonna siphon off the fuel real quick too. And I have a spare fuel sending unit, so I'll probably just slap that in here real quick. But alright, I'm just gonna clean this up real quick so I can make it look nice and pretty and have peace in mind that it's nice and clean. And then clean this and scuff it and paint it so it can look all nice and new. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Alrighty guys, so the tool I would usually use for taking off these what are these called again? Forget the name of them. But you just have to, what I usually do, but I've done this before in the past, I get it from right here and then start tapping it with the rubber mallet. Tap, tap, tap until you see right here this little tab. You have to hit this, so you see this little opening right here. It's hard to tell because it's really dirty. There's a little opening for this tab so you can get there, and then you'll be able to pull up the fuel pump. Same thing for this one too, for the fuel sending unit. So I'm gonna see if I can set you guys down right here so you guys can check it out. steering. Be careful not to have any dirt or stuff all in the tank. There it is. Alright, now the snap rings out of place. Now I'm able to pull up the fuel pump. Before I do that, pulling out the fuel pump, I might have to turn it around so you can try to get it out of its place. There she is. Oh. Put your finger over the fuel lines so you don't leak anything out. And make sure to grab the sock. Last time I did a fuel pump on one of these cars, I freaking pulled it just from the hanger and the sock fell down. Oh, you depleted all the fuel from the hanger? Oh, I guess not. There's still a little bit of fuel. Oh, I don't want to lose that. So here's the fuel pump. What was in here? Oh, there was a Walbro. Nice. Wonder why this took a dump. So the problem with my car was the fuel pump just randomly just cut off one day. What's this right here? This looks like some scarring right here. Weird. Just gotta figure out why he was doing that. Cool. Alrighty, so let's get this. Let's try to take everything out so I can start stuffing in the fuel out of it. So I'll just place this right here. So let me just start taking out the fuel sending unit. Same thing, just grab it from the tab, from the hammer, put it on the tab, and just start tapping away. That one was easier. Oh, there's a brand new fuel sending unit in here. What the hell? Maybe this one still is good then. Huh. It's a dead spider on here. Little dead spider. These cars are notorious for having spiders on them, so don't be afraid when you see a spider. I don't want to damage the fuel sending unit, so I'm gonna leave it right there. Alright guys, I already siphoned off all the fuel, so let's see if you guys can see, and there's barely any fuel in here. But just be careful, I would still plug it up. Put like some shop towels or something so you don't have any dirt falling inside while you're wetting and cleaning this. Then just be careful with these guys. Make sure those ones don't fall, you don't step on them and stuff. Just put them in a safe place. Yeah, I only had like over 2 gallons in the car. Now, what I would do, I would get a Scotch-Brite, either a red or green one, and start just scrubbing this down in and out with some heavy duty grease or whatever, cleaning your Dawn distill, but it doesn't matter. Just start cleaning it up and prepping it. Yeah, I would use the Scotch-Brite, the green one, instead of the metal one, so you can start scuffing it up so the paint can adhere to something more better. Alright, I'm gonna start cleaning that up and spray it soon. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna be using. I already wetted the fuel tank, so I'm gonna set you guys down right here, and I'm gonna show you what I do right here. So to avoid getting gunk and grime on your driveway, I would do it on the grass. It's a little muddy, it's a little dirty, but it's better than having all kinds of stains on your driveway. So I'll get in. I have the Mr. Clean Purple Power right here. Just start spraying around. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. I have purple power in the house, so I'm just using this. A little bit more acidic, but should do the job. Alright, just gonna wet this real quick and This is. For a little bit of your degreaser on your Scotch Brite. Oh, there it is. Now it's going. Now I got pressure. All right. Now I start going ham with it. There it is. Right now. And also too, your slash bar might be all dirty, so just rinse it off so you can get all the bad dirt out of it. So I'm just gonna hit it one more time, just so I can get the best for the paint to adhere. Just to make sure any spots I miss, I get them. All right. Remember, guys, your paint job only comes as good as your prep. Better prep, better paint job. Oh, way cleaner. Before this thing was turning all brown. Now it's kind of white. So that's it. Alright. Just rinse it off for the last time. All this stuff of the video is optional for you guys, but I'm just gonna clean the inside real quick since I'm here. So same steps. Try to get all the dirty stuff out before you start scrubbing. Put your solution in there. I'm just gonna do a quick pass in here. Damn. Hands are dirty. Oh, damn it. Crap. Damn, I cracked it. Hopefully you can still see fine in the video. Let me check. Yeah, this looks perfectly fine. But this is how brown the inside of this churn. I cleaned it. This has probably been sitting here for like 30 years plus already. Everything clean. Let's grab the hose. Now I'm just trying to water in it. Take everything out real quick. Put the other side real quick. There it is. Now I have a peace of mind knowing that this is going to be all clean now. Look how much cleaner it is now. Yeah. I'm just going to let this sit in the sun just to dry off. Just let that sit down while it dry. While I try and clean the fuel tank now. Just the same process, same steps. I'm just gonna put some shop towels just to cover up the holes, and then I'm gonna start going ham and cleaning here. Alrighty guys, some time has passed by. Oh damn, you can still see the crack now. Dang. Man, yeah, it cracked all the way through. whatever. But I'm sorry about the crack in the lens, but swapped out the wheels real quick because I'm gonna get ready to clean these daddies up, polish and ceramic coat them. I'm just gonna show you guys over here with the fuel. This is the paint I'm gonna be using. It's black satin, so it's all good. It's the only paint I have laying around, so I'm not gonna go buy a new can. Alrighty guys, sorry about that. Sorry about the broken lens now, so I had to go right here. Taking you guys off real quick, so yeah, sorry about that. Kind of sad I kind of cracked the lens, but it's alright, I'll fix it pretty soon. But here's the final result. Since my GoPro battery died, I had to let the battery charge for a bit. It's already like dark outside if you can see out the garage windows. So here's the end result. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Take it for granted you're not going to see this often off of the car, but when you do see it, it's gonna pop out a lot. And I'm very stoked about this, because for me, guys, it's all about that peace of mind. You know, everyone was telling me, why are you doing this? Why are you cleaning out the fuel tank? It's just that peace of mind, you know, like, okay, I did this and this and this. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about any settlements in my tank or anything. I don't have to worry about any about that stuff. But what I am gonna have to worry about now, guys, is my fuel setting unit is new, so it's all good. What the bad news is, this fuel pump hanger is broken. It might be fine and all, but I think it might be the actual connectors from up here, the tab that's broken off. So when you connect this to your harness, there's a little tab that goes right here that clicks in, but that little tab broke off, and like any vibration or bump that you might go over, it just pops out, cuts all the fuel, and you're stranded there thinking like, oh, what the hell. So I'm gonna order a new one from Aeromotive. They're like $100 some bucks. I'm also gonna order some other things too to make my car better, to make it done almost. And then I pulled off my wheels because I'm gonna clean them up. I'm probably gonna do like a very light clean on them. Not when I mean light, I mean like I'm still gonna be using like the chemicals I use, not heavy duty degreaser. Maybe for the fronts, but for these ones I'll use like the Diablo gel, the chemical guys. That's pretty good, probably concentrated. Clean them up real quick myself with probably, yeah, with just a rag or my mitts. When I say heavy, I'm talking when I say heavy is using like a Scotch-Brite and heavy duty degreaser. No, because I don't want to ruin the clear coat or anything on these wheels, because these wheels are still fresh. These are real SVT Cobra wheels off of a 03 Terminator. I want to know how I know that, and they're not just freaking they're not SVE, just with the SVT things, because these have stamped Ford on them. That's how you can tell the difference between the SVE ones and the original OG Ford ones. These ones are stamped on the inside of the barrel, the inside of the face. They're stamped with the Ford logo, and these are the OG's ones. These ones go for like almost $800 to $1,000. I paid like over just the wheels themselves with tires. Like that's like a whole bunch of more. And these are used. These are like 19-year-old wheels now. 2004, if I'm doing my math right. Correct me in the comments if I'm right or wrong. I might feel completely stupid right now if I'm all wrong for like a whole century or something. But yeah, these are OG wheels. Everyone hits me up to see like, oh, would you ever sell them? Would you ever let me buy them? It's like I just tell them I spent over a rack with these wheels because of the immaculate condition that they were. Because if you see all this, it's never been molested. Look, no curb rash, guys, no curb rash. That's crazy. That I paid quite a chunk of money to get these wheels because they were worth it. But right now I have my battery charging right now. Since this thing's been dead, this battery hasn't been freaking charged since November. I'm surprised it's still holding a charge. So I'm letting it charge for 12 volts low overnight and see if I can bring some life back to this battery, because I'm not really trying to buy another battery. But again, with the whole living situation, this is not permanent. This is all gonna get freaking organized. We're finally done with the attic, with doing all the freaking work up in the attic. So now I'm pushing things up on the attic. I have way more room in this house than the other house. And then this is gonna be my little corner right here with my toolboxes and all that stuff, and where I'm gonna put all the memorabilia. And there's all my file cabinets for all my parts. And then here's the fuel tank if you guys wanted to see. this is how it looked. To keep in mind, I didn't use a wire wheel or anything. I didn't want to diminish the finish that's on it. I would like to just to take those little things off, but it's not worth it. That's just if I use the wire wheel, it might damage the metal. It might heat it up. It might warp it. It might make it all thin. And also too, it just takes off that little clear coat that it has from the factory, so it doesn't rust away. I tried to be very careful when I was cleaning the top of the fuel tank. Let me see if you guys can see it right here. It was a big difference. You guys remember how yucky this was? Now you can actually see it. But yeah, here it is, guys. I hope this video was kind of an update for you guys, because I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded. I think that's it. I think we've done everything that we can today. And also, you guys remember that freeze plug? If you guys haven't, there's like a couple of videos ago I talked about a motivational video. I think that's where I touched up on it. It's the thumbnail with my car, and then it says blown motor. It's that one. Just you guys can watch it on YouTube so you can see what happened there. So basically, I plugged up that hole on the freeze plug that I was spewing out coolant off of. I didn't really feel like pulling the motor out myself, even though I'm capable and I have some of the hand tools, but I don't have a hoist I can borrow right now or use at the moment. Even though I have friends with hoists that can let me borrow it, but my current living situation isn't the best right now to be keeping stuff in here, and I still have more stuff to bring from the storage unit, so there's that. But I hope this gives you an update of what I've been up to, because I've been really trying my best to try to post. Just been busy working, buying this new house is just freaking way too much for me. It's just overwhelming, and I'm trying to pick up another job so I can have more money for myself to put into my car. But on that note, guys, I hope you guys have a good day, and for those that have stuck around for my first video, thank you guys. I appreciate it. This YouTube ordeal wasn't just to come in and get clout. No, I'm not about that. For me, this YouTube channel for me is just to document my journey. If you guys want to tag along and see what I do, that's awesome. Like, subscribe, do that for me. That would be great. But if not, if you just like enjoying it, it's fine. But this is just for me. This YouTube channel. I don't plan to do any like crazy stuff, like try to promote stuff, try to do brand. Maybe in the future, if one day I become successful on YouTube, maybe. But till then, it's just about having fun, guys. That's why my comments, it says I like these videos because it's just chill, and you chill with the homies and just work. It's not all like produce, I should say. Like, okay, this we're doing this, talk about this. No, it's just all what comes to mind right now. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for that. And let me show you what else is coming soon. I'm thinking about changing the whole look of my car pretty soon. Look, let me show you guys. Going to my room, since I have the master room. So, if you guys seen on my Instagram and TikTok, I have a bumper on my wall, and I got these headlights for my homie 16 Fox, right out there in LA. And I bought this bumper off of my homie Nieto. You guys recognize this bumper? This is the turbo fox body he's doing now. I bought his bumper because he's doing a different route. So I'm putting these headlights in, getting rid of my one pieces, because I've been getting so much hate about my one pieces forever. So I'm finally doing a service to everyone. Not to say build your car how people will tell you what to build. No, I'm just want to try out the look. Because the video the 3-piece I didn't really like it, but now it's starting to grow on me. And now, since I'm changing the headlights, I decided to also change the fog lights. Since I do have a crack in one of my fog lights, I got this off of my friend right here. I also got this from 16 Fox. He gave me a clear deal on this. Gave me a clear deal on this. So there's a whole bunch of extra wiring, because these are not just your average fog lights. These are halo fog lights. These have has RGB. It changes color. Since I am trying to go with like a show look, so I'm gonna slap those on to have the show look of it, the esque of it. So these are gonna end up looking like that. It might be unsettling because it's clear, but I'm gonna see if I can tint over this the best ability I can. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, here are the new fog lights I'm gonna be adding. And also I'm taking off those headlights. And also, just reminding me, I'm ordering the headlight brackets too, because I need the little not gasket, the little thing that goes over the actual cube of the headlight, and then I need the whole housing behind it to aim and direct the headlight of where I need it to be, because I don't have that on my car. Because whenever my pops did the one-piece headlight on that car, like, they got rid of that stuff. I'm not sure where it's at now. But till then, I hope you guys continue watching. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want me to do, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.